Hi, I'm Steve from LotPro.com, and today I'll be taking a look at the 2013 MazdaSpeed3. Up front, an aggressive fender line begins just after the lower air intake, sweeping up under the headlamp enclosures and over the wheel wells, ending just a bit forward of the front doors. The cabin features a high belt line, while the sides are highlighted by an upper character line that begins just below the rearview mirror and follows a gentle upward curve just above both door handles, ending above the rear tail lamps. There is also a sharp lower crease that begins at the leading edge of the front door and kicks up as it meets the rear door. In back, there's an aggressive upper rear spoiler, along with the lower rear fascia that sports large dual exhaust outlets. Finally, up front and sitting atop the leading edge of the hood is the gaping maw of an intake scoop that feeds the turbo's intercooler. With 2013 being its swan song, I'll mention the smiley face grille only in passing, once again pointing out that, like Dick Cheney at a Lady Gaga concert, it looks more than a little out of place. Its heart and soul, which is Mazda's all-aluminum MZR 2.3-liter direct injection turbocharged inline-4, which produces 263 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. The interior of the MazdaSpeed3, however, has held up nicely, looking just as contemporary as it did in 2009 when it was introduced as a 2010 model. Backlit gauges and controls are laid out logically, are clear, and within easy reach of the driver. The multi-level display also looks nice and is recessed deeply enough that there's hardly any glare coming off of it. Although I've always found the black and red patterned seat cloth, the only available color, to be a bit quirky, the seats themselves are both firm and comfortable, with the leather trim bolsters offering plenty of lateral support. Rounding out the sporty look are slick-looking aluminum accelerator, brake, clutch, and dead pedals. In back, however, the story is a little different. Passenger headroom is somewhat limited by the hatchback's sexy flowing roofline. That low roofline, plus the high rear sills, also makes ingress and egress for rear seat passengers a bit difficult. Cargo volume behind the rear seats is a decent 17 cubic feet. But this being a hatchback, that can be expanded to a very useful 42.8 cubic feet with both sides of the split rear 6238 seat folded forward. But the real goodness of the Mazda 3 is when you get the chance to put all this to good use. Toss it into a corner and you're rewarded with what is undoubtedly the best handling chassis in the C segment. Power comes on quickly and easily, no matter what gear you happen to be in, and the manual short throw shifter snicks through the 6 forward gears smoothly and effortlessly. Feedback through the steering wheel, however, is excellent. Certainly one of the best electric setups out there. Mash down hard on the throttle and the steering wheel starts doing a little snake dance in your hands, especially in the lower gears. The Mazda 3 is both agile and responsive through the corners, maintaining a flat trajectory with plenty of grip from the Dunlop SPs at all speeds. But while the MazdaSpeed3 suspension soaks up minor road imperfections with aplomb, the sports suspension that flattens out all those corners can take its toll over rough roads and long road trips. Finally, however, the MazdaSpeed3 brakes remain some of the best in its class. Topping it all off, I managed and observed a round-town fuel economy of 20.4 miles per gallon in very spirited driving, as there is no other kind in this vehicle. MazdaSpeed3 manufacturer's suggested retail pricing starts at $24,995. Our Velocity Red tester, with the aforementioned options, came in at precisely $27,995. We'll be the first to admit that this particular Mazda shouldn't be viewed as everyone's cup of tea. There's a lot of interior noise, the harsh ride can get tiring, and in that same dictionary, there should also be an image of this Mazda next to the definition of torque steer. But all in all, the MazdaSpeed3 accomplishes its mission of handling and performance in spectacular fashion. So if you're looking for an affordable performance sports sedan that combines the versatility of a hatchback with a high bang for the buck quotient, the MazdaSpeed3 should be at or near the top of your short list. Well, there you have it, the 2013 MazdaSpeed3. I'm Steve from LotPro.com. Have a great day.